Hello fight fans, thanks for joining us at MMA Insider. Before we get rolling with today's news, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing. Now let's uncover the latest happenings in MMA. Starting off, social media reacts to Alexander Usyk's win over Tyson Fury in undisputed title fight. Next, Belal Muhammad claps back at Sean Strickland over reaction to viral prank. Lastly, Jon Jones believes Tom Aspinall could lose UFC 304 title defense against Curtis Blaydes. The judges were split, but the title is undisputed. Boxing has its first true heavyweight king in 24 years, and his name is Alexander Usyk. The WBA, WBO, and IBF champion defeated WBC champion Tyson Fury on Saturday by split decision to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion since 2000. The fight is the first loss of Fury's career. It was a brilliant and evenly matched bout until Usyk scored a knockdown of Fury in the 9th round to take control. Usyk could have won the fight then, and there had it not been for a timely bell in Fury's favor, but that knockdown wound up being the difference on the scorecards. After the fight, many personalities from the combat world shared their opinions. Here's what they wrote. What a brilliant fight. Worthy for the occasion. Great fight. Good decision too. Knockdown seals the deal. Can't wait for the rematch. Fury walking out while the interviews are still going on. Appears he took off his trunks too. Derek Lewis style. Fury walking out while the interviews are still going on. Appears he took off his trunks too. Derek Lewis. Jon Fury just giving the worst corner advice ever. UFC welterweight contender Belal Muhammad didn't want Sean Strickland's latest taunts at him to go unanswered. Muhammad will face UFC welterweight champion Leon Edwards in his long-awaited title shot at UFC 304 in Manchester. Muhammad, during a recent Instagram live session, was lured into a prank by content creator Nina Drama. In response to the prank, Strickland shared his takeaway from Muhammad's reaction in an Instagram comment. If you told him that in person, he would put his head down and walk away, then try to fight you on Twitter. In a recent tweet, Muhammad issued a fiery response to Strickland's latest jabs. If Sean tells you he's gonna fight you to the death, it means he's gonna jab you and play defense for 25 minutes. If Sean sees you're a harmless kid or homeless man on his ring camera, he's gonna walk outside with a gun and record it to make it seem like he's crazy. If Sean goes on a podcast, it means he's probably gonna cry. This is far from the first time that Muhammad and Strickland have been on each other's nerves. The two have traded social media jabs for months and even had an awkward encounter while both were training in Las Vegas. Strickland will return at UFC 302 on June 1st in Newark against former middleweight title challenger Paulo Costa. It's his first fight since falling to Dricus du Plessis to lose the UFC middleweight championship at UFC 297. UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones isn't so sure that Tom Aspinall is going to make it through Curtis Blaydes. Earlier this week, it was made official that the British fighter would be fighting in the co-main event of UFC 304 in Manchester. Months after defeating Sergey Pavlovich to win interim gold, Tom Aspinall will look to make his first title defense against Curtis Blaydes. For many fans, the announcement was a big one. While it meant that Tom Aspinall wouldn't get his wish to fight Jon Jones next, he could still face Jones with a win. The hope from most fans is that Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall will fight if both win their next respective bouts. However, Bones isn't so sure that the British fighter will make it through his first title defense. Taking to X earlier this week, Jones was asked about UFC 304's co-main event featuring Curtis Blaydes. While Tom Aspinall has opened up as a sizable betting favorite, Jones believes that Curtis Blaydes could emerge with an upset victory. Jones also stated that the interim champion has been tagged in the past, and that could lead to his defeat here. I wouldn't be surprised if Curtis won. I've seen scenarios like this time and time again. Dude prematurely drinking his own Kool-Aid ends up with a huge piece of humble pie. I mean, if Sergey can touch Tom that easy, I'm sure Curtis can too. When Curtis decides to go, he's a lot faster than people realize, and he hits hard. A few well-timed shots and that strong top game, it could be a long night for old Tommy boy. Either way, I'll be watching, excited to have some additional footage. Sure, if I'm being completely honest, I always root for the Americans, especially American wrestlers at the end of the day. No matter who wins, Curtis is no walk in the park either. The only lane I've ever known, the fast one. I know no other speed. Can't remember the last time I wasn't at the big boy table. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Your dedication and support fuel our passion to bring you the latest and greatest in the MMA world. If you enjoyed today's news, please give us a thumbs up and share it with fellow MMA fans. Remember to subscribe to stay in the loop with daily MMA updates. We've got a lot of exciting news, interviews, and analysis coming your way every single day. Your engagement helps us grow and serve the MMA community even better. Once again, thank you for being an integral part of our daily MMA journey.